really know who someone is in the smoke and mirrors setting that is Hollywood, but every once in a while we get an inside perspective. By this point, anyone who keeps up with celebrity news and gossip has probably heard about the Britney Spears memoir. More specifically, the role Justin Timberlake played in that memoir. Were some of us shocked by just how tone-deaf and Barbie movie-core the playing the guitar situation was? Yes, but should we have been? Justin has shown inappropriate behavior in the past. Just look at what happened with wife Jessica Biel. Close after their first son arrived in 2015, Justin was spotted out on the town getting a bit too close to Palmer co-star Alicia Wainwright. Sure, the pair weren't doing anything beyond like holding hands, it was just the placement of where those hands were that had everyone freaking out. Still, it was bad enough that Justin had to issue a public apology to Instagram, saying, "A few weeks ago I displayed a strong lapse in judgment, but let me be clear, nothing happened between me and my co-star. I drank way too much that night and regret my behavior. I should have known better." Justin and Jessica are still married and welcomed another child a few years later. The iconic photo of Nicole Kidman walking out of the courthouse after divorcing Tom Cruise. Need I say more? I don't think I have ever seen someone look so free and happy to be alive. Listen, I love Mission Impossible and by extension Tom Cruise, but you can't put your favorites in a place where they can do no wrong. So Tom, what did you do to warrant this level of joy at being divorced? Apparently, at the time, Kidman thought everything was going well in their marriage. They had 2 adopted children, so when she got the divorce papers, she was shocked to say the least. Cruise said it was due to irreconcilable differences, but Kidman later told People our life together was perfect. Okay. Kidman did continue later, sharing, "This was a great relationship, I think it ran its course." She hasn't shared much about the marriage, stating that it helped her feel safer in Hollywood. No one would dare cross such a big movie star by hurting his wife, and the 11 years they were married were important for them and their kids. Taylor Swift wrote almost a whole album warning us about John Mayer, with the most obvious track being Dear John. John Mayer did not appreciate the possible song dedication, saying, "It made me feel terrible because I didn't deserve it. It was a really lousy thing to do. I was caught really off guard." That's fair, but Taylor never confirms who her songs are about and even said that Mayer was presumptuous to think the track was even about him. Just for fun, if Dear John was about Taylor's relationship with John, the lyrics are a pretty heart-wrenching depiction of our relationship. Taylor singing, "Don't you think 19's too young to be played by your dark twisted games, and you are an expert at sorry and keeping the lines blurry, and wondering which version of you I might get on the phone tonight. That's not a good look." No wonder John was so mad. But this isn't even the biggest controversy attached to his name. John Mayer has gone on record saying the N-word. He also made some very weird public comments about his private love life with then-girlfriend Jessica Simpson. More recently though, in 2022, then 45-year-old Mayer apparently stepped out on a date with 22-year-old Kiernan Shipcutt. The pair hasn't been spotted out since, and it's been over a year, so maybe it was just 2 friends hanging out, or maybe the angry internet mob got to them. Jessica Alba warned us more about Gwyneth Paltrow's business than the woman herself, but she does run the business, so I think it counts. Back in 2013, Jessica Alba was out on a press tour for her new self-help book, The Honest Life, Living Naturally and True to You. In an interview with the New York Daily News, Alba was asked if the book drew any inspiration from Paltrow, because Paltrow owns Goop, a wealth and lifestyle brand. So they're both working at like similar things. However, Alba was quick to separate the two, saying, "Gwyneth Paltrow probably lives a very similar lifestyle, but I didn't grow up with a bunch of money, so my tips are much more grounded, repurposing things and making things at home." Alba's book is on average sitting at a 4 out of 5 stars on multiple book recommendation sites, and Goop is also doing well, but at what cost? They went viral for a few odd candle scent choices, and in 2023 they had to pay $145,000 in civil penalties for selling products with unsubstantiated health claims. That just means unproven health claims. In 2019, the In Goop Health Conference was held in an expensive hotel in London. Nightly room prices were averaging $1,300. Back to that silver spoon thing. Paltrow herself found her name in the headlines last year for the infamous ski accident. She was in the right in the end, but it did come with its fair share of viral moments, including the plaintiff's lawyer and Paltrow talking about how tall they were, and later Paltrow remarking, "Well, I lost half a day of skiing." Yes, some social media users think this entire thing was the second season of Jury Duty with how ridiculous some of it was. Do y'all remember the Don't Worry Darling press tour? That entire thing felt like watching a reality TV show. What do you mean Harry Styles maybe spit on Chris Pine? What do you mean the lead actress allegedly had to take on a directorial role? Just so many things. Florence Pugh was pretty absent during the film's premiere at the Venice Film Festival, but she did make her red carpet appearance. While Florence hasn't gone on record explicitly saying anything, her silence is just as loud. When she was first signed on to the project, Pugh seemed incredibly excited about it. She posted multiple times on Instagram expressing this. But when it came time to promote the movie and when the film actually came out, she barely said anything. And when she did, she almost always left director Olivia Wilde out of it. The few times Pugh has spoken about the film, it seems like she is directly contradicting something Wilde said. A big sore spot that came up even before filming started was around the casting of Shia LaBeouf. LaBeouf had been accused of quite a few bad things by ex-FKA Twigs, and therefore Florence allegedly did not feel comfortable working with him. At first, Olivia came out saying she agreed, and that's why he was fired. However, LaBeouf came forward and basically said Olivia was lying. He shared screenshots and a video from Wilde that made it seem like she was actually on LaBeouf's side. It was right around when these got released that Florence confirmed she would not be promoting the film with Wilde. That's suspicious, that's weird. There was also this rumor floating around for a while that Florence allegedly took on more directorial duties during filming, as Wilde was preoccupied with Harry Styles. This is yet to be, and probably never will be, confirmed. Forever ago, a decade or more now I think, Taylor Swift and Katy Perry did not get along. Technically, Taylor Swift fits this video because she has a few acting credits, sorry if I made you think about Cats 2019, and Katy was in Smurfs. Mostly, Taylor and Katy are singers. Back when Taylor was out on her Red World Tour and Katy's Prismatic Tour was just starting, 3 of Taylor's dancers left before the Red Tour was over to join Katy's tour. Taylor was not happy about this at all and told Rolling Stone that an unnamed pop star, like everyone thinks she's talking about Katy, an unnamed pop star basically tried to sabotage an entire arena tour. She tried to hire a bunch of people out from under me. Then Katy seemingly responded on Twitter with the cryptic, "Watch out for the Regina George in sheep's clothing." The feud went on for years and a few songs were written that were of course not about this. Thankfully, the two pop icons have buried the hatchet and did so in a big way. They were shown towards the end of Taylor Swift's You Need to Calm Down music video, with Katy dressed as a hamburger and Taylor as fries hugging it out. This literal beef is so old now, but the song Bad Blood is forever. Katy even went to the Eras tour and posted a video of her react Bad Blood, all in good fun. James Franco has now found himself in hot water as 5 women have come forward accusing him of inappropriate misconduct. But we should have seen this coming if his past behavior on film and TV sets is anything to go by. Busy Phillips has let us know what kind of person James Franco is from the beginning. The two worked together on the 1999 TV series Freaks and Geeks, and apparently neither enjoyed it. Busy says Franco acted like a bully on set, and most notably once shoved her to the ground. Allegedly, while filming a scene where Busy lightly hit Franco on the chest, Franco, not in character anymore, grabbed Busy, screamed in her face, and then threw her to the ground. Allegedly, he was forced to apologize by the directors and producers. Not a good look for him, and still not a good look all these years later. Technically, Jennifer Aniston warned us about the Brangelina split long before it happened. The once royalty-level Hollywood couple didn't start on the greatest foundation. Brad Pitt cheating on Jennifer Aniston with Angelina Jolie, but the pair did go on to stay together for 12 years and had 6 kids together before also splitting in 2016. According to an insider close to Jennifer, Jennifer allegedly thinks the entire thing was an example of karma, and that she admittedly feels sort of satisfied about Brad and Angelina's split, but she also never wanted this for them or wished this on them. Hey, she's only human. Brad and Angelina cited the reason for their divorce to be irreconcilable differences, but it came out a bit later that the Los Angeles Department of Children and Family Services was looking into Brad for allegedly not treating his kids very well. It was revealed that Pitt didn't actually physically harm one of the kids, but he did make contact. Not a great look either way. Angelina Jolie and Oprah Winfrey, one of the world's biggest movie stars and one of the world's biggest TV stars, have one big thing in common: they are philanthropists. Oprah Oprah hoped to join forces with Angelina Jolie in 2006 when she was opening her Oprah Winfrey Leadership Academy for Girls in South Africa. However, Angelina said no. This seems like such a great thing for Angelina to work on. She has her own charity that donates thousands to girls' education all over the world, so why not here? Well, apparently, according to the Star Insider, Jolie wasn't very happy with Oprah taking Jennifer Aniston's side during the famous love triangle. Whether this is the real reason or not, Angelina is better off not having her name attached to the academy. The Leadership Academy officially opened in 2007. 2007 was also the year of the school's first controversy. A female staff member was accused of acting inappropriately towards the young students. She was arrested. In 2023, a former staff member, a different one, came forward accusing the school's executives of abusing their power. Now it seems people on social media, like TikTok, have started looking at the school with a magnifying glass and are creating all sorts of theories about what is going on at the academy. The academy, for sure, has given many girls access to education that wouldn't have had it and was even praised by Nelson Mandela. That doesn't excuse the horrible things that happen there, but there is still good to be found. Dakota Johnson, Madam Web, Lime Lover, Mother, whatever you want to call her, she tried to warn us about Ellen. She started the downfall of Ellen, if I am allowed to be so bold. I'm pretty sure I watched it happen live. Even though the 2019 birthday conversation is more popular, that's actually the second time this has been brought up between the two. If I had a nickel, it's weird that it happened twice. In 2018, Dakota Johnson visited the show to promote some movies. Ellen made a few unwelcome comments about skirt length and possible pregnancies before DeGeneres and Johnson started talking birthdays. Specifically, Ellen brought up how offended she was that Dakota did not invite her to her 29th birthday. And she actually wasn't invited to this party this year, but the next year for her 30th, Dakota fixed the problem. She invited Ellen, and yet somehow Ellen still missed the invite. That brings us to the 2019 interview. Ellen once again is reprimanding Johnson for her lack of invitation, and this is when the iconic "Actually, no, that's not the truth, Ellen," was said for the first time. Dakota even pointed out that Ellen had given her grief the year previous for not inviting her. It's like she knew this was going to happen again, Madam Webcore. Ellen's downfall came pretty quickly after she was caught in this lie. Ellen built her platform on giving, kindness, and being an advocate for LGBTQ+ rights. People started questioning her generous persona, wondering if it was even real. People from the set of the show started coming forward with stories that made Ellen look bad. Videos started going around online of Ellen not respecting guests' boundaries and making rude jokes. Tying the whole birthday thing back in, many people think Ellen didn't go to Dakota's birthday on October 5th because October 6th, Ellen was spotted beside George W. Bush in Texas at a Dallas Cowboys game. Bush is pretty famously anti-LGBTQ. He tried to ban gay marriage. Ellen is a married lesbian. What is going on? That was so much info. I'm sorry. This one does make me sad though. I used to love watching The Ellen Show. Thanks for listening along. I hope you have a great rest of your day. See you later. Bye!